Hey Scorpio, welcome back. I'm here with your weekly reading from May 20th through the 27th. I've already pulled your oracle cards. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything's gonna fit your situation perfectly. Take what resonates and leave the rest, because that's for someone else. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So, you might want to check out those other signs and those other videos and see what's in there, because there may be some other messages in them as well. Also, please like and subscribe to the channel so you can be notified of when your weeklies come out, plus any bonuses that come out. I do try to get my bonuses out for all of the signs, but they're normally bonuses and I can't normally do them all. So instead of doing them random like I have been doing, I'm going to be kind of going off of the likes and the engagement that I get on the videos, just because, and the amount of people that's watched, because when I can't do all of the signs, I definitely want to get the ones that I can get to the most people, if that makes sense. So with all of that being said, and I'm really going to try and not make a super long video. I did Tauruses today and it was 40 minutes because I was super chatty. So I'm going to really, really try to keep it short and simple. Just saying. All right, let's get into it. We have the Knight of Wands. So you feeling a little fiery, a little passionate, kind of getting your mojo back, your motivation, definitely ready to start taking action. You got the koi fish spirit. There is always enough. Keep your dreams alive. I feel like this has been coming out a lot lately. And conclusions are within reach with the full moon eclipse. So you're definitely feeling energetic is what I'm getting. You're wanting to go after your dreams. I feel like you are kind of worried about there not being enough right now, whatever that is. Maybe money, maybe time. This is a crazy time for a lot of people, especially people who have kids, who school ends in May, like the South does. I know if you're in the North, it's a little bit later, but it's just, it really does get busy. So it might be you just don't feel like there's enough time. But there is always enough. Whatever it is that you're a little worried about. The good thing about the koi fish is that even though they can grow and outgrow their pond, like they can get really big, even in a small pond, they find a way, they make do with what they have, they make it work. But they also are able to move out of that pond and find a way, even if it's like swimming upstream to like a bigger area. So they can, they make it work, and they grow, and they grow big even in a small pond, and they make it work. So that's really what it's just kind of saying. There is always enough. Sometimes you just might have to rearrange things a little bit, especially if it's time. You might have to say no to some things. If it's money, you might have to work on your budget and decide what, just reprioritize a little bit is really what I'm hearing with this. And you need to reprioritize so that you're working toward your dreams, okay? So that if you are having to reprioritize and say no to some things and sacrifice some things, you don't focus on the loss of whatever you're sacrificing. You're like, well, this is for so-and-so. You can focus on the positive aspect of it as opposed to the part that you're having to give something up. But with all of this, comes conclusions are within reach for you. So you definitely got the energy back. You got the motivation back. And you're working. And once you can kind of work through this, you're going to be closer to some goals, some conclusions, maybe even leaving some stuff behind, or maybe you're trying to work through a chapter or a goal or something that you've been working on that has been taking a long time, and it's like you've been on and off with the motivation. Well, you got the motivation back, you know, which is a big thing. So it's going to be able to help you power through whatever's been slowing you down currently or recently. All right, so I'm going to just leave these out. I'm trying something new. And then we're just going to get into your general reading. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Scorpio, May 20th through the 27th. May 20th through the 27th. May 20th through the 27th. What is Scorpio's focus, obstacle, advice, and most likely outcome for May 20th through the 27th? Please and thank you. Six of Cups, Ace of Wands, the Strength card, and the Wheel of Fortune. And then we have, Judgment. Taurus got that, but they got that over here. Taurus is going through something. If you have a lot of Taurus in your chart, they had a lot of major arcanas. So you might want to check that out. So overall, you're just really looking for clarity, maybe even making a final decision on something. And I feel like if you haven't made the decision, you're going too soon. You're getting closer to being able to make a decision. I feel like maybe you haven't quite made the decision yet because we have the Ace of Wands here, but it is in the reverse. Not the reverse, it's in the obstacle. So, and plus I still see the Six of Cups here as your focus, so you're still looking back on something, still a little pissed off about it. This is the looking back side for me, but it's like he doesn't look very happy about it. His hands on his hips, he's still, you know, he's kind of like a little grumpy about it. So, still something in the past that you're looking on negatively. Maybe you're holding a grudge. Maybe you're kind of focusing on a time, especially with this koi fish here, there's always enough. Maybe you're feeling like you don't have enough right now. And so you're kind of focusing back on a time that maybe you did feel like you had, you know, multiple cups running over. Scorpio. Yeah, you're looking back at happier times. You're still kind of, if this is a relationship, you're still kind of pissed off about it. What I'm seeing here is you're kind of looking back or even looking at your partner, and it's like from your stance, from your point of view, it's like, well, they look like they're doing good. Why can't I be doing good? But you're still in a good place. You're just kind of not focusing on your own self. But anyways, you might be looking back at the connection anyways and, you know, missing it, okay? And in a way, instead of like being sad about it or missing it, you're a little pissed off about it. Because this side definitely to me is kind of, he doesn't really look that sad. He looks a little mad. But you don't want there to be any more games either. I feel like in this connection, you felt like there were a lot of games being played, either by you or them or both of you, okay? And so that's probably why you're a little pissed off about it, to be honest, is like there were games being played, but you're kind of over that part of it, okay? I feel like you're over the being mad about the game part, but I feel like some of you are still a little upset, a little sad, about the loss of this connection, okay? So it's still kind of holding you back, all right? It's still taking up a lot of your, not energy, space in your head a little bit, or the space in your feelings. Even if you're really not thinking about it consciously, there, you know, it's there, okay? It's still kind of like there. So really what I suggest is you kind of need to deal with those emotions, because what I feel like is that you're not necessarily feeling them, okay? Like, they're there, but you can't really pinpoint what it is. So just kind of go in, do a little check-in, be like, okay, so what's this like little black cloud over here that's like not warm and fuzzy? What's going on with that? And it might not be this, it might be something else. But I do feel like there's a little part of you that's still really focused on this, and maybe things are tight right now, okay? I told you I wasn't going to be wordy, but I am wordy, sorry. Okay, you get it, okay? That might also be keeping you back from making a final decision, okay? Maybe you kind of want to get back with this person, I don't know, but you're afraid that there would be games being played, and so you go back and forth. I don't know what it is. You know what it is. There's a decision that needs to be made, though, but you're kind of stuck in the past right now. Even if you don't realize it, just do a mental check-in. You know, ask yourself. You don't have to tell anybody. And if it's true, be like, okay, all right. And if it's not, then it's probably not your message. There's probably something else there. All right, so your obstacle is the Ace of Wands. You're wanting a new start. Okay, you want to start new. You want a new passionate start. You want a new fiery start. But it's in your obstacle. So, and this isn't even like the super easy side of the start. Like, this is the cool side, you know. This is like, woo, you know, things look pretty good, but it's like, oh, something new has to start because, you know, that tree's burning down and about to start a fire or something. But let's clarify. Why is the Ace of Wands here as the obstacle, Scorpio? Please and thank you. Why is the Ace of Wands here as the obstacle for my Scorpios? There we go. Ooh, the World. You want a new start. You want a new cycle. You want to start something new. My gosh, you want it to. I was trying to feel if for some of you, I feel like there has been a new start, but I don't. I feel like this is what you want. It's almost like you're trying to force a new start, but this is what you want, but it's not happening. For some of you, something new could have started. But it could have started off really rocky. Could have had a rocky start. But for the most part, this being in your obstacle, you want, I feel like this is what you want. Okay, because we still have the conclusions are within reach. Because you're still kind of, like I said, you can't really have a new start when you're kind of still pissed off about the past. And if you do force a start, the devil did flip out. So, but if you do try and force a new start without really dealing with this, it's going to be like this. It's not going to be this nice and good side. You're going to be carrying baggage, all right? You're going to be carrying baggage, all right, Scorpio? All right, let's see why the Strength here. Okay, the Strength here as your advice, face your demons. Look at it. Face your demons. I mean, I don't think that could be any clearer. Face the demons. Face the devil. Whatever that is for you, head on. Face it. All right? You got the strength to do it. You got the strength. All right? Start thinking about things a little bit differently. Don't hide from it. Okay? Don't let this be an obstacle. Don't let this stop your progress. Okay? Don't let this demon or monster, whatever, that you haven't quite faced be an obstacle. Get in your way of making forward movement, making solid movement forward. You know, think about it a little bit differently, okay? Think about, it may need some outside of the box thinking or new thinking or a new idea, but whatever it is, I feel like if you can face this, whatever it is, I do feel like it has to do over here. I'm just saying. Could be the fact that you need to make a decision. Okay? This is your advice though. Face that demon. You're stronger than you know. Okay? You got the strength to do this. Okay? You got the strength. You can do this. You got a freaking lion by you. Could be a Leo you're dealing with, but in the general, I don't really normally see signs in this. Although, and I do think it was interesting that the devil did fly out while I was shuffling, but I didn't feel like it was for anything in particular. But, you know, there's something that you need to face. It's saying that right here. Kind of looks like the devil to me anyways. But you have the strength to do it, okay? You have the strength to do it. It's time, all right? Because look what comes next. Your outcome, your most likely outcome. Okay, whatever. Your most likely outcome is awesome. Look at this. Look at this. I don't know if you got this card again. It's been coming up a lot lately for a lot of signs. So a lot of signs are doing a lot of inner work and even outer work to start manifesting and creating something new. So if you got this sign already, if you got this card and you've heard the spiel already, sorry. This is my favorite card. I think in all of my decks, this is my favorite card and my favorite side of the card. This is the Wheel of Fortune. But here we have the Magician here with the Wheel of Fortune. It means you start creating, co-creating with the universe or God or the spirits, whatever you believe in that's bigger than you, you are going to be co-creating with it. Okay, you're going to be the magician, and it's going to be right there with you. And not only is it going to be one of your tools, it's going to be, y'all are going to be co-creating together. And look what comes. You have hope. You're renewed. You have inner clarity. You're not defensive anymore. You're putting down the stick. You're not fighting anymore. Okay, you're not spinning your wheels type of thing, you know, because in this card I kind of see, you know, he just keeps banging that stick, but it's not really, he's just kind of spinning his wheels, not really making any progress. You stop that. Look at that. This is your most likely outcome, Scorpio. Do the work. Do the work. Face that demon, okay? Face the demon, whatever it is, whatever has kind of been haunting you, because this is worth it, okay? This is worth it. All right? No blocks, no anything anymore. Co-creating. It's going to come fast, I feel like. Inner clarity, hope, renewal, faith. Okay? Feeling good with yourself. And no longer needing to fight your feelings, fight your emotions, fight other people, justify what you're doing, whatever it is, it's not there for you anymore. Okay? It's not a part of your daily life or your go-to anymore. So yes, this general reading is a bit rough, but there's definitely good things here, so don't take it, there's just some work that needs to be done, okay? I am going to get into your general reading for you, or not your general, your love reading real quick, because the Two of Cups did show up here, so wouldn't it surprise me if this kind of goes back into your love, but we'll see. We'll see. That could be about a job. It could be about anything. You know what it's about. You know what it's about, Scorpio? Deep down, you know. We all do. We all do, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio love messages for May 20th through the 27th. What was your video last week? What did you have in it? Sorry, I keep my thing open next to me so I can go back and check. Sometimes I'm just curious. Darkest before the dawn. Okay. So this is kind of right in line with it. You're still having to work through some stuff. I don't really remember what it was about, but that's why I have the titles. That's why I title my videos, is so I can kind of go back and see what was happening a week ago with you guys. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Gotta let some of that passion in and let go of some of that resentment. Let go of some of that anger. All right, Scorpio, let's pull some tarot cards for you. Scorpio, May 20th through the 27th, and love. What's happening for my Scorpio? Scorpio, May 20th through the 27th. Recent past, current energy, and the week ahead. Or near future. All right, Scorpio. Recent past, King of Pentacles, the Empress, and Eight of Wands. I feel like things were good. I feel like things were good recently in the past, or, you know, this could be you, okay? Again, I'm kind of seeing it as two people, but then again, I'm kind of seeing it as one person, okay? Like someone who's just been working on their finances, getting control of their finances, and someone who's also trying to grow. Either spiritually or just kind of could be trying to grow their finances type of thing. But I don't see anything super bad. I mean, we do have the Eight of Wands that came in. So something came in fast. All right, something came in and changed things up real fast. But whether this was just your energy alone, like you were just focusing on your house, you know, your finances and that type of thing, and while trying to grow emotionally, maybe spiritually, or if this was kind of a his and her energy, like he was pretty stable and she was, you know, nurturing and that type of thing. Whatever it was, I feel like recently, not super recent, not like last week or anything, obviously, but there was a time that things were good. So if this is a couple, we do have earth sign here and fire signs again, but if this was you as a couple, and I feel like you kind of know if it was, something changed, but I feel like y'all were good, maybe kind of doing your own thing a little too much, maybe. Or this is y'all, you know, just kind of your energy. You were focusing on yourself. I see that too, okay? So I see it both ways. Current energy. Three of Swords, moving past the heartbreak. Knight of Wands again. Five of Cups reversed. Okay. So for the most part, currently, you know, the Knight of Wands coming out again. Could be a fire sign coming in. Could be, you know, you start getting over the heartbreak if this was a person, or if this was a relationship, or you just finally got to a place where you were able to move past this heartbreak, you know, get good, being independent, and then a fire sign comes in. I'm reading it a few different ways, but for the most part, definitely moving past heartbreak. I see that with Five of Cups too. You're moving past the sorrow. Could be because, like I said, the fire sign's coming in. Doesn't have to be, but someone's coming in fast. Or it could be that you're just motivated. You did the work that you needed to, and you are currently finishing up doing the work, and so you're ready to move forward. You're ready to find passion again. Definitely, if you needed to find passion or express passion, the Knight of Wands is the way to go. All right, so, all right, Scorpio. Six of Cups again, in the reverse. This week, I wouldn't be surprised if you're missing someone in the past a little bit more than you have been, especially since currently you were kind of feeling like you were getting over it. And this is keeping you from starting anything new. All right? You want passion. I mean, this has come up twice in your reading. Coming up here. You want passion. You have the Ace of Wands again. Obstacle. So, yes, your general reading, I feel very much, is related to this. You're all up in your feels again, I feel like. I don't see anything new being started with this person from the past, though, to be honest. I don't necessarily even see an offer being made here is really what it is, but there's definitely no new start with this person from the past, but there's also no new start moving forward either. You might just be all up in your head and not telling them, or all up in your feels and not really telling them or showing that you're missing them. But again, I don't see you starting anything new. I feel like this is your decision because, like I said, you kind of got sucked back into this. The good news is I see the Nine of Swords here in the reverse. So even though you may be missing them, all right, and you're not really able to start anything new, you're not staying, it's not keeping you up anymore. You're not worrying about it. You're not, anxiety riddled type of thing. You're able to let that go. So maybe that actually helps you deal with this emotion. So maybe it's just that maybe you were trying to move on too fast and change things too fast, or kind of speed through the getting over the heartbreak process. And so now you're kind of having to go back and revisit some of those feelings that you didn't quite address when you were trying to get over the heartbreak. But this really does relieve any anxieties and worries and keeping you up at night type of things. So just, you're just still having to work on stuff, Scorpio. We all are, okay? We all are. I'll pull some advice for you. Scorpio. Scorpio advice. What advice do you have for my Scorpios in love for May 20th through the 27th? Scorpio. May 20th through the 27th. What advice do you have for my Scorpios? Please and thank you. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Don't start anything new emotionally. You still have things you gotta work through. Whoa, that's gonna be too many, but we'll let that one fall. Work on finding balance, even if it's just kind of your money at the moment. Just work on getting balanced, okay? Nine of Cups in the reverse. Don't forget about your dreams, okay? Because I feel like it's real easy with all of the other stuff you got going on emotionally to kind of get sucked back into the past feelings or whatever and forget about your dreams. This is going back to your Oracle card. Keep your dreams alive, even though you're having to deal with something from the past, okay? Even though you're having to deal with that stuff from the past, the leftover emotions or whatever it is, you got to still keep, like I said, you got to keep them, all right there. You got to while you're reprioritizing and stuff, be like, well, I'm doing this so I can move forward with my dreams, okay? I'm not forgetting my dreams. I'm dealing with this shit so I can move closer to my dreams, okay? And stop fighting. Don't fight, okay? If this is someone who's always dragging you into conflict, just don't, all right? Take some time with the Four of Swords, okay? Really deal with these emotions. Like I said, I feel like some of you tried to speed through the healing process, the dealing with these emotions. Don't. Take the time you need to fully deal with them, okay? Take the retreat, take the rest, whatever you need to really make sure that you deal with these emotions, all right? Don't let them suck you into a depression, though. Okay? All right, one more card. Any more advice for my Scorpios? Oh, my goodness. Any more advice for my Scorpios? Eight of Swords. I feel like this came out with Taurus, too. Actually, this comes out with a lot. And it normally does come out when in these types of readings, to be honest. With this Eight of Swords, though, yes, it's kind of being stuck, like, in your head. You know, the typical Eight of Swords is, you know, the blindfold and her being in the Circle of Swords. Well, this swan is tangled up in vines, okay? They're not imaginary vines. They're real vines, okay? So, really, and it's almost like the more the swan struggles with it, the more trapped it is. So slow down a little bit, okay? Think about it clearly. And then this little hummingbird, I'm telling you the story of this card in this deck, comes in and it's here to help the swan. Of course, you know, it might be like, how can that hummingbird help that swan? It's so small, but there is help, okay? Getting through this, all right? And I really feel like if you slow down a little and stop, because you had a lot of opposing energies, okay? You had the not opposing energies, but you had, you know, a lot of fire in here, which is really wanting to move forward fast, okay? And kind of break free. So you need to slow it down a little bit, okay? And like if you could stop struggling so much and just kind of like face it, I feel like you could get out of this a whole lot easier. For some of you, I feel like you're you're feeling stuck. I mean, definitely feeling stuck, but you know, kind of drowning in it too a little bit. Yeah, normally when I see this card, I normally focus up here, but I'm definitely feeling trapped, but stop struggling so much, okay? I know that's easy to say, stop struggling so much. I know, I get it. I get it, Scorpio, I've been here. But you're going to get the help, whether that's outside help or clarity or something. You're going to get something that comes in and helps you free yourself of this a little bit. Probably going back and dealing, you know, facing your demon, whatever it is. But don't rush through this, all right? You got a lot of fire energy in you right now, so you're gonna really need to kind of watch that and balance it so you can actually make it through, because right now you just can't really start anything new emotionally. You can't even go after your dreams and your goals and that type of thing because you're still stuck in this past stuff. All right, Scorpio, that's your reading. I hope you found something that is helpful here. It'll get better. I know it'll get better for you, Scorpio. A lot of the signs are going through this. They have been for a long time. Again, your last reading was kind of darkest before the dawn. I do feel like this is kind of moving forward, even though it may not feel like it at the moment. All right, Scorpio, I will see you next time, or maybe for a bonus. I have no idea whose bonuses I'll be doing this week. Alrighty, bye.